Wacha nione team transforming. Juu hiyo focusing on their own goals. Ndio nani? They stop focusing on their own goals and begin focusing on developing
Ninomi, si ndio?
Yeah.
Next question. What is one purpose of sprint goals?
Direction goals to align team members to common objective, to identify what to present in system demo, to communicate which stories will be completed during the iteration, to get feedback from the organization, to align team members to common objectives.
Nataka tu confirm ama uko sure?
Niko sure but unaweza confirm tu bado. Naona align team members to a common purpose.
Yeah, objectives, yeah. According to SAFE, what is one output of a successful iteration retrospective?
Updated ART metrics, updated dependencies between stories, iteration goals, improvement stories. Ni improvement stories. Si unajua retrospective, right?
Yeah. At the end, right?
Yeah, they adapt. Inspect and adapt. Next. What is the first step of problem solving workshop? Perform a root cause analysis, identify the biggest, agree on the problem, solve, restate a new problem for the biggest. I think ni perform a root cause analysis, but watch it to confirm. Defining. Hebu rudi kwa choices. Juni kama ni agree on the problem, do the first, and then perform root cause analysis.
Yeah.
So, agree on the problem to solve.
Hiyo ndio, hata hiyo ndio inasema.
So after you agree on the problem to solve, then you perform a root cause analysis.
What is one benefit of having an IP iteration every PI?
What is one benefit of having IP iteration every PI? Kwanza, iteration planning. What is IP?
IP ni
I wonder kama ni iteration plan. What is that? Shanione, what is IP?
wewe angalia hivyo na mimi nione kama tutatoa hapa Google.
Innovation and planning iteration.
Put in next week.
So hebu rudi kwa choices.
IP ni innovation and planning.
And it occurs every planning increment and is the last iteration within the planning increment. Nile the last
Ni ile yenye
sprint.
hiyo ingia spikes.
Yeah. So it creates time boxed opportunity for team growth. It creates guardrail for teams working too hard. It creates an estimating buffer for meeting peer objectives. It creates a chance for it creates an estimating
Meeting
buffer
buffer.
for meeting peer objectives. Creates a chance for.
Yeah.
What is one way a Scrum Master or team coach can support iteration execution? Build value stream maps, prioritize the team backlog, assign story points for each user story, facilitate team events.
Yeah.
What is one anti-pattern that emerges when teams do not spend enough time refining the backlog? Teams enter retrospectives without improvement ideas. The team arrive to team sync without progress to share. Teams enter new iterations without enough story prepared. Teams arrive to iteration planning without specified goals. When teams do not spend enough time refining the backlog, if they don't refine the backlog, then they arrive to iteration planning without specified goals.
Na tumesema IP ni ile ina happen last, right?
No, ile IP ni ile ya last, lakini kwa hii question, teams arrive to iteration planning, in short sprint planning, without specified goals. Juicy refinement na prepare for for sprint planning.
For sprint planning. Yeah.
So that's why, because ya tatu ni teams enter new iterations without enough stories prepared. That one too, lakini hiyo ni maybe anti-pattern yenye kama you are not prepared for iteration planning.
Yeah.
Lakini if you are not prepared for refinement, the anti-pattern ni you arrive to iteration planning without specified goals. Well, hopefully.
Unataka tuangalie?
Just check. Sufficient. Oh, come on. When team do not spend enough. Insufficient backlog refinement.
Yeah, you are right. Ndio hii hapa.
Teams arrive to iteration planning without specified goals.
According to which of the following types of work should fit into one iteration for one team?
Stories.
Yeah, stories. Yeah, because features ziko kwa ART. Right?
Then epics, they're too big to fit into one iteration.
They're too big, yeah. Ndio nasema ziko kwa ART. What is one element of
that term approach to DevOps. What is that abbreviation? I don't even remember. Choices.
Safe Kalmar approach to DevOps is a mindset that guides ARTs towards achieving continuous value delivery by managing simultaneous advancements.
Yeah, na hiyo whatever abbreviation ni inamaanisha culture, automation, lean, flow, measurements. So what is one element of the dash approach to DevOps? Activate the knowledge worker, maximize work in progress, relentless reduce risk, lean flow accelerates delivery. Niyo lean flow was in a enhanced culture, and then automation, and then kuna lean flow and measurement and recovery.
What is one way uncommitted objectives help agile teams make a plan for the PI?
What is one way uncommitted objectives help agile teams make a plan? They ensure the team has additional development options. They generate additional ways to measure team progress. They create an opportunity for teams to take on harder works. They maintain the predictability of achieving the objectives.
Na feel nika answer ni either E ama E, B ama D.
What's that one?
Don't eat all of this. It's too much fries though.
Alright.
It helps improve the predictability of delivering business value. They provide teams the free capacity they need to meet commitment. So they ensure the team has additional development. They create an opportunity for teams to take on. They maintain the predictability of achieving the objectives. Yeah.
Sindio?
Mama.
What can a Scrum Master team coach recommend to a team that is showing signs of burnout, not addressing increasing technical debt, and acting out of urgency rather than considering innovation? So what can a Scrum Master recommend to a team that is showing signs of burnout, not addressing increased technical debt, and acting out of urgency rather than considering innovation? So a constructive API iteration at the end of each PI, a collective iteration review and demo each iteration, a communicative retrospective at the end of each iteration, a careful plan at the beginning, a communicative iteration at the end of each iteration. Communicative retrospective at the end of each iteration. Or what do you think? Because if they're showing signs of burning out.
Na increasing technical debt, mimi sioni ni kama
Yanasema not addressing increasing technical debt and acting out of urgency rather than considering innovation.
Yeah.
So I think retrospective, it will help for them to talk and discuss how they will reduce, they ensure like they're not burning out.
But retrospective is at the end. They're already burnt out by the time they do the retrospective, is how I feel. A careful plan at the beginning of each iteration. because if we start the iteration much more carefully, it will obviously
reduce
reduce
the burning out.
the burning out, which will
Hata
cause
mi nilikuwa nafikiria pia hiyo,
less technical debt.
lakini kumbuka hapa inasema not addressing increasing technical debt and acting out of agency, so we are not addressing those two issues. Inasema not addressing increasing technical debt and acting out of urgency rather than considering innovation.
Well, in a common sense question, sijui hata kama Google watakuwa na answer.
Sijui kama hiyo ndo answer communicative hata ujue. Hebu enda hapo kwa people also ask. Hapa chini. Hapo kwa people also ask, and then you're the first statement. Click on that drop down tuone inasemaje. Openly about the workload stress. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, encourage team members to communicate openly about their workload. Well, this they would only communicate in the retrospective, where they would be talking about what they could do better in the next iteration, right? 29.
Yeah.
What is one practice Scrum Masters team coaches can use to facilitate conflict management?
Complaint system escalate conflicts to the related enforce working. I think implement a formal complaint system. What is one practice can use to facilitate conflict management? Because you can't just let them like resolve the conflicts on their own. And then I think if they have a formal complaint system, so they have a system they know, like, because they can't just out of the blues escalate it to the RTE and maybe they haven't even told the Scrum Master.
The Scrum Master, yeah.
Alafu enforce working agreement. Like sometimes you can just enforce. I think they implement a formal complaint system. Team A has decided to use IP iteration to continue the finalizing feature delivery work they have been working on for the past two iterations. What is one effect Team A might experience by continuing to stay heads down rather than using the IP iteration as intended? Individual team members could lose an opportunity to refresh their motivation. Individual team members could lose an opportunity to keep their technical skills current. Individuals team members can lose an opportunity to consider their team work more holistically. Individual team members could lose an opportunity to learn from one another. So I decided to use the IP iteration to continue the finalizing feature delivery work they've been working on for the past two iterations, by continuing to stay heads down rather than using the IP. To refresh their own motivation, to keep their technical skills current, to consider their teamwork holistically. I think you have to consider their teamwork holistically. Kwa sababu siyo IP iteration ndo ile sprint ya mwisho ina PI.
Yeah.
So if they're just continuing to do with their own work because the purpose of that sprint ni to finish up maybe carryovers and also to start planning for the next PI. So if they're not using it for that, then I guess they'll lose an opportunity to consider their teamwork more holistically. Or what do you think?
Individual team members could lose an opportunity to keep their technical skills current, refresh their motivation, learn from one another. Well, they're definitely not learning from one another.
Mhm. And also like your technical skills current, no. You had to refresh their motivation, no. Ahead from
What is one anti-pattern of inspect and adapt?
umeweka ile.
Yeah.
Okay. What is one anti-pattern of the inspect and adapt? Only one problem is identified by each team in the response. Not too many ideas enter the problem-solving workshop. No actionable improvement features are created. Not enough team members attend the PI system demo. Only one is identified by each team in the response. I think no actionable improvement features are created. What do you think? Of course, it's not a forum to solve problems.
yes,
Na
yes,
system
yeah.
demo is out.
Is out, right?
Only one problem is identified by each team in the retrospective. I don't think that's an anti-pattern. See, even like if you're able to identify even one problem, is okay.
It's fine. Na sio only one problem iko found in a retrospective, kuna always more than one problem. Hii ni kama generalization.
Only one problem is identified by each team in the retrospective. No actionable improvement features are created.
Yeah, I think ni hata mi ningeenda na
Ama ni ile only one problem is sasa hapa ni na overthink.
inspect and adapt
What's
ni nini?
ni retrospective. That one. And adapt. Hebu hapo kwa inspect and adapt hiyo nini inasema nini? Hiyo page.
Ina take forever ku load.
Mm.
Ndio hiyo. Teams then
inspect and adapt events is a significant event held at the end of each PI, where the current state of the solution is demonstrated and evaluated. The teams then reflect and identify improvement backlog items via a structured problem-solving workshop. Okay, so if we go back, what is one anti-pattern of the inspect? Only one problem there. Too many ideas enter the problem-solving workshop. No actionable improvement features are created. Team members attend the PI system demo. Hebu rudi kwa hiyo page tuone kama kuna mahali wamesema anti-patterns. So the inspect and adapt event consists of 3 parts: PI system demo, quantitative and qualitative measurements, retrospective and problem-solving workshop. Oh, I actually didn't know it involved problem-solving workshop.
Ngoja, swali ni what is anti-pattern?
of the inspect and adapt. So something that does not happen.
So
Hebu songa.
so in right
No actionable improvements.
isi anti-pattern, ini pattern because si inasema hapa retrospective and problem solving workshop.
Yeah.
So anti-pattern, so this is a pattern.
Yeah. So I think you're no actionable items. Meaning bado ningebaki na hiyo. Hebu scroll
Aya,
tuone kama wamesema
pia system
anti-pattern.
demo, pia system demo pia iko. So ini pattern, problem solving workshop na system demo ni pattern. No actionable features are created. Only one problem is identified by each team in the retrospective.
Alafu scroll chini. Naona kama kuna mahali hapa anasema anti-pattern.
Quantitative and qualitative measurement.
Yeah,
ni
hiyo iko.
what can that be compared to here?
I think hapa wajasema anti-patterns. I think ni hiyo. What do you think? Mi nadhani ni hiyo ya no actionable features
Are created, right?
Mm.
You ini right na ini right. Only one problem is
Yeah.
identified by each team in the retrospective. Yeah, only one problem is identified. Hiyo hapa, hiyo ni right. Yeah. Yeah, because ni retrospective. I mean, yeah, let's go with this.
Yeah. Okay.
Inspect and adapt huku chini iko mahali. Yeah, Janice, let's go with that. What is one element of on the Scrum Master responsibility?
Coach responsibility will facilitate coach sync. What is coach? Facilitate a community of practice, facilitate PI planning, facilitate the agile team charter workshop. I think facilitate a community practice. Okay, never mind. What is one element on the Scrum Master? Facilitate an agile team charter workshop. I think you only have. What is a coach sync? Only coach sync. Coach sync is an RT event that helps coordinate RT dependencies and provide visibility into progress and impediments. So I don't think Scrum Master facilitates that one. I think you facilitate PI planning. And then agile team charter work. You facilitate PI planning. No. Facilitate agile team charter workshop. I think you're PNE RT. Teams manager. So ni facilitate PI planning.
Hiyo ndio because hawezi facilitate nini ya ART because ART na facilitate wangu na release train engineer.
Na wezi wacha nione who facilitates a community of practice. Kama community leader. Yeah. Unajua hiyo question ni tricky kwa sababu I mean unaona sometimes lakini RT ana kick off the PI planning anaweza facilitate, lakini maybe at a team level you as a scrum master you facilitate, so you can still facilitate the PI planning and also an RT can facilitate PI planning.
PI planning, yeah.
Lakini hizi zingine kama coaching, committee of practice, agile, team charter, workshop, those are not yours for sure.
I think
Okay.
coach sync agile charter workshop.
Coach sync ilisema ni RT.
Yeah, na pia hii nini nasema ni RT. Well, technically kama vile tuseme kama job yenyu wewe una facilitate PI but
yeah,
but PI iko kwa ART, si ndio? Na hizo zote ni nini za anaitwa RT. Yeah, za RT. So
lakini pia you like sunaona RT ana facilitate at a high level.
Yeah.
Lakini kama mkienda kwa breakout rooms in hiyo as a scrum master uta facilitate PI planning.
Yeah.
For your team. Because hizi zingine for sure it's not the scrum master.
Coach thinks you're scrum master.
Yeah, imesema
na agile team charter workshop pia sio scrum master.
Oh, twende.
Who facilitates community? Inaitwa community of practice.
Scrum Masters and product managers can help facilitate meetings of different agile teams to share practices and experience. They can help, but it's not purely their duty. It's not their responsibility.
So answer hapa ni PI planning, unaona hivyo?
Yeah, that's how I think.
Haya, twende nayo basi.
Wacha tuweke mark kama before time ishe tutakuja to think about it.
Okay. What is the recommended practice of Scrum Masters and team coaches when facilitating sprint review?
So it is one recommended practice for Scrum Masters or team coaches when facilitating. Encourage team member to spend 3+ hours preparing. Encourage the team member with the best presentation skills to demo each iteration. Limit participants to just the team members. Begin to consider how and what to demo in iteration planning. Encourage the team member with the best when facilitating iteration review. Because you just don't want to encourage one team member.
Well, in team member is a sprint, right?
Yeah, so they're demoing what they have completed.
Mina unaanza ni
begin out to consider how and what to demo. Hapo kenye inanichanganya ni mbona inasema in iteration planning. Begin to consider how and what to demo in iteration planning. Ama like during the iteration planning, you have already begun considering how and what to demo.
And what to demo. Iteration planning ya next.
Encourage team members to spend 3+ hours
preparing.
How much time do people prepare?
For iteration planning, wacha niangalie.
For iteration review.
Oh yeah.
Inasema encourage team members to limit their preparation time to approximately 1 to 2 hours.
Okay, so your 3 hours, I definitely
It's
knew it
too
was wrong.
much.
Yeah, 1 to 2 hours. So hiyo iko out.
Approximately 90 minutes for a 2-week iteration.
Hiyo ndio time box yake.
So 90 minutes. 90 minutes ni
90 minutes ni 1
ni
hour
3
30 minutes.
hours.
90 minutes ni 1 hour 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, 1 hour 30 minutes.
So CA
Let me because iteration review, wacha nione who attends iteration review. Unajua pia you can invite other people who attends. The product owner, Scrum Master, all team members, and other stakeholders. Yeah, other stakeholders can attend too. So, I think ya mwisho kenye inani confuse ni mbona inasema in iteration planning. But yeah, they can start to think on what they're going to demo.
How can teams use iteration planning to stay aligned on their work?
By agreeing on a meeting time box, by sharing so there could be pairing opportunities, by reviewing its process before the next iteration, by committing to a set of goals by committing to a set of goals.
To be delivered.
Na hii swali imeulizwa mara mingi in a different way.
Oh yeah. What is one way a servant leader can support team members in decision making? Servant leader is putting your needs before the needs of others.
Yeah. Support using affinity mapping. Identify solution process. So perform regular retrospectives on behalf of the team. No, you're not doing it on their behalf. Give each team member the opportunity to contribute. Support teams in affinity mapping their concerns. What is affinity? Identify solution. You cannot identify for them. You can coach them.
Yeah.
You can guide them, but you can't identify for them. So that is out.
This is out. This one is out.
Na A is out.
Yeah.
So support teams in affinity mapping. What is affinity? Affinity mapping is putting a bunch of sticky notes with ideas on them on a wall and then grouping them based on their similarities. So support teams in affinity mapping their concerns. These groupings can help you extract insights and themes to help you build effectively toward steps. Alafu, give each team member the opportunity to contribute. Can support, so Lisa specifically can support team members in decision making.
Yeah.
Na affinity mapping tumeona ni hii yenye so they're creating sticky notes and grouping them together. So hii tunawasaidia to make decision. So give each team member the opportunity to contribute. support teams in affinity mapping their concern.
Affinity mapping ni kuweka sticky notes.
And then grouping things that are similar together. This will help you extract insights and themes to help you build effectively towards next steps. So it will help you to build effectively towards next steps.
Na next steps lazima sisi to make decisions ndio to move into next step.
Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking that one.
Yeah, let's go with
But
this.
what's that one? Able to research to one.
Oh, let me do that.
Is there no servant leader?
Itatufungulia tu slide ya Scrum kwa servant leader.
Hapa naona Heja tupeanza. And how? Cause
Ndio hii.
lakini sasa hapo hujui kama answer ni gani.
Hujui hapa answer ni gani, right?
Haitakuonyesha, itataka ulipe, lakini click. He really trusts the team members to make their own, so he's therefore able to trust the team. Something that is
Kama wanna move into next step.
Yani juu pia hiyo give each team member the opportunity to contribute. I think juu hapa tuna focus na servant leadership.
Right.
So naona kama B is more affinity mapping. You're helping them to make a decision, but does it really show you like as a servant leader? I think here you're giving everyone an opportunity. That better shows, because also that one will help you to make decisions, but it also shows you like you're a servant leader. I think that one. Hizi kuna tashwishi tunafaa tuziandike ndo tuone kama tutazipata.
Tuziweke stats. Tumeweka namba 9, tutarudi namba 19 na namba 16.
Na time inaenda, ona tuko namba 20 na ni 40 minutes. What is one safe recommended practice Scrum Master can use to facilitate backlog refinement? Which is one safe recommended? So ensure that each team member participates. Hold backlog refinement when the backlog falls below 10 items. Populate the backlog with placeholder stories prior to refinement. Ask team members to write 10 stories each. You're out.
Iko out.
Alafu, what is one safe recommended practice Scrum Masters can use to facilitate backlog refinement? I think populate the backlog with placeholder stories prior to refinement.
Because iko out.
Yeah, that one of course.
Na pia iko out.
Yeah. Because you're constantly supposed to be refining stories. Even not only when it's below 10
below
items.
10, yeah. Hakuna mali imemention ati stories ikifika 10.
And then ensure that each team member participates. I think
Yeah, tuende na hii, yeah. What is one agile development value?
Healthy interactions over detailed plans, risk-taking over process development,
Hii niliandika tu.
working teams over busy individual,
Hii niliandika tu.
customer collaboration over contract. I think the customer collaboration over contract negotiation.
Hii nimeiandika tu the other day.
Individuals and interactions over processes and tools.
Agile development value.
Working software over comprehensive. Ndio customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Yeah. Hiyo naikumbuka.
Ni
Copy hiyo.
ni agile manifesto. Wanauliza tu in a different.
Yeah.
You positive?
Yeah, ni hiyo iko. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation.
Yeah.
Which of the following events aligns teams on a train? Architecture, no. Iteration planning, no. PI planning. Niko najua coach sync ni scrum of scrums. I think ni PI planning, lakini wacha tuone.
Ni PI planning.
Of the following.
Yeah.
API planning. Yeah.
API planning. According to SAFe, what is one iteration retrospective anti-pattern?
Hii swali mbona inakuja mara mingi tena?
Yeah.
The team only shares issues that cannot be measured. The team only shares issues that are too small to result in real improvement. The team only brings up issues that are outside of their control to address. The team only shares issues that are too big to be solved. Anti-pattern, the team only shares issues that cannot be measured.
Hiyo ni pattern.
Team only shares issues that are too small to result in real improvement. The team only brings up issues that are outside of their control to address. That one too can be a pattern. The team can only share issues that are too big to be solved. The team only shares it that are too small to result in real improvement.
I think that's an E.
Yeah, because if it does not result in real improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, hiyo ebu weka kamark kwa hiyo number 23. Okay. What is one example of Scrum Master or team coaches helping without diminishing the commitment of others? What is one example of Scrum helping without diminishing the commitment of facilitating necessary meetings for the team, coaching the team to refrain from relying on external sources, demoing the team's completed work, encouraging handoffs so each team member contributes to the work. Helping without diminishing the commitment of others. I think facilitating meetings.
What is one example of Scrum Masters without diminishing the commitment of others? Eco out. B is out.
Cannot do it for them. Encouraging handoffs so each team member contributes to them. I think ni facilitating. What do you think?
Eco out. And I think EPA eco out.
Yeah, you cannot do it for them.
Yeah, 29. Encouraging handoffs. So
Weka pia hiyo mark. Pass mark ya ini?
sijui, I think ni 73.
Okay. And the next
What
one? What
method
is
a
one?
Scrum Master can use to help teams overcome a fear of conflict? Easy and force. So iko out.
Na hiyo hata iwasaidie kuresolve conflict.
Na I feel pia iko out.
Concrete, let me tell that. Aligning to shared commitments, giving every team member the opportunity to contribute.
I think
aligning to shared commitment. What do you think?
Yeah, answer ni.
How do you know?
Because giving every team member the opportunity to contribute, well, if they're contributing, that's where the conflict is coming. So that is not solving.
Lakini ya shared commitments inaka like it does not help resolve conflict. What is one method Scrum Master can use to help overcome fear? One of the best way to resolve a conflict is by giving personal coaching to the members of the team. As a Scrum Master, it is very important to have a good relationship with the team members and guide them when they go through any impediments. What methods used to handle conflict? Collaboration. So, aligning to shared commitments. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm maintain a safe and positive.
Facilitating and coaching the safety.
Zucom. Najua niko conflicted na nini na giving every team member the opportunity to contribute.
Yeah, I know.
But does that?
But my thing is how is that helping them overcome fear of conflict? Ni kama kusema tukiwa kwa meeting, mimi wewe na Zaida ndio Scrum Master, akitufanya mimi na wewe tuongee ndio itasaidia ku resolve fear of conflict. Hiyo ndio inaleta fear
because tukisema fear of conflict.
Yeah.
We do not want them to stop conflicting.
Yeah.
We want them to be able to, because overcome a fear of conflict. Like, for example, naogopa kusema view because I don't want the team to have conflict, because conflict is good because it helps them. Like, kama mimi nakuja na idea, wewe yako ni different, we are having a conflict, so we are not afraid of it. So how can you use to help teams overcome a fear of conflict, right? So ile yenye labda mtu anakataa kusema idea yake because they are scared there may be a conflict, but we don't want, because the conflict is good, because in this context naona kama ni ile conflict yenye is necessary.
So you think
I think
giving every team member the
swali nasema help team overcome
conflict,
a fear of conflict. Like wasiogope conflict. Ama, how do you understand that question?
Yeah. No, you're right. Yani wasiogope kuargue. So kupatia kila mtu an opportunity aongee.
I think so, but I'm not sure, to be honest. I think so. That one.
Aligning to shared commitments. Shared commitments ni ni kusema
shared commitments sinile kama like kwa sprint planning they have a common goal or
common
a
goal.
shared commitment, so they are all aligned to one thing. Wote wameagree to this one commitment.
Yeah, but to hiyo I overcome hiyo ina avoid. Yeah, I think that's an let's go with this.
Lakini yeke start tutakuja kuifikiria.
Yeah.
Time nakimbia we hata sijikata. What are important attendees? Who are important attendees to the PI system demo? Sasa hapa tumechanganywa na feature owners na business owners.
The participants, attendees in a system demo ndio hii. The attendees in a system demo, product managers
or product owners.
Yeah. Executive
Ebu rudi, unajua uko. So who are important attendees in the PI system demo? Oh, this is specifically PI system demo. Acha tuone. Hiyo answer yako inasema PI system demo.
Attendees in a system demo.
So one or more members of the system team who often help set up the demo in this stage: business owners, executive sponsors, customers. Ebu rudi sasa.
Product
portfolio management. Lakini hata hapa kwa choices zetu hakuna product management ama product owners. Kuna portfolio management.
Yeah, portfolio management. See, product owners wanna fall under portfolio management, no? Who makes up portfolio management in SAFE?
Do you think hapa inasema imesema so professional licensed portfolio managers work on behalf of clients, while individuals may choose to build and manage. I think the business owners.
Oh yeah. Oh, it could be true because hapa inasema professional licensed portfolio managers work on behalf of clients, while individuals who choose to build and manage their own portfolios. In either case, the portfolio manager ultimate goal is to maximize the investment expected return within an appropriate level of risk exposure.
People also ask what comes under portfolio management. I think the business owners.
Hakuna product owner.
Juu hapa inasema
Aya.
product owner
Yeah.
na stakeholders which include business owners, executive sponsors and other agile teams.
Aya.
What is one Scrum value that can help agile team create transparency? Acha nione. I think the communication, but see if you communicate, lakini acha tuone. What is one Scrum value that help? But is communication one of the Scrum values up and down conflicted? Scrum, much of Scrum values. The 5 Scrum values are commitment, respect, openness. Of course, openness encourages transparency, but haiko hapa. Mi ningesema communication. Scrum values that encourage.
Commitment, focus, openness, respect, and courage.
See, of course, ni openness, but hapo hakuna openness. So nashanga kama ukisema communication, maybe waseme that's not a Scrum value.
Yeah, hivyo ndio watanini.
Because Nana, openness is a Scrum value that promotes a helping and transparent culture in an organization.
Na nini sio value pia? Empathy.
Yeah.
So communication.
The only value there is respect, but does respect encourage transparency? Mama to overthink.
Yeah. Yeah, persistence is your value. What is one Scrum value? Persistence is your value, communication is your value, empathy pia is your value. Does respect?
Lack of transparency indicates that we do not think you are important, that we do not respect you enough to include you and your ideas and judgments. So, ama ni communication. Focus, openness, commitment, courage. Ama like the Scrum values are foundational to like all of them. So respect. Because it's the only Scrum value there. Because openness. But can openness be communication?
Yeah, the Scrum values are foundational to transparency. So you respect you.
So all, respect.
What is one way Scrum Master?
20 minutes. What is one way Scrum Master can help improve ART performance, communicate the PA planning agenda, practice the ART backlog for PA planning, facilitate cross-team collaboration, run an agile team charter workshop. I think facilitate cross-team collaboration. Because this is zingine za RTE.
Yeah, prioritize backlog for PA planning RTE.
Na hiyo pia ya agenda ni RTE.
Pia. What is one potential root cause of team sync anti-patterns? Team sync ni daily stand-up.
Yeah. Occasional conflict within the team, lack of collective ownership, over communication between team members, frequent verification and integration during the iteration. One potential root cause of team sync. I think over communication, because like unajua team sync inafaa kuwa short and sweet,
15 minutes, yeah.
but usually people like start talking about other things.
Other things, yeah.
What is one practice Scrum Masters can use to run successful meetings? Maintain vague agendas to allow for urgent issues. Leave meetings with clear action items. Can use to schedule meetings around the product owner to ensure they're able to make final decisions. Allow individuals to override time boxes. Hizo ni wrong. Ni leave meetings with clear action
Clear
items.
actions, because meetings zingine huwezi include the product owner.
Yeah. Na inasema around the product owner to ensure that, because you also need to consider other people too, not only the product owner.
Haya.
3 team members of Team C created a new workflow to speed up testing process. They spent an entire iteration designing the process, but discovered just before implementation that the system could not support the workflow. The rest of the team was excited to hear what was happening, what was learned from the field experiment. Which of the following characteristics of a high-performing agile team is Team C? Demonstrating enjoying the work and working together, no. Accountability to each other and organization for reliably completing quality work, no. Mutual trust that follows for both healthy conflict and reliance on others, a safe environment for taking risks without fear of embarrassment or criticism. Because they made it, it failed.
Yeah. During which of the following agile team events do team members estimate relative